Hello guys, I'm back with another video, and today we're taking the drone and I'm gonna teach you guys some just little tips that can improve your drone flying overall. So let's get into the video. And I apologize, I forgot my ND filter, so the footage is gonna be a bit framey. We're on 1,000 frames now, but you know, I'm sure you can cope with it. See yous. So guys, we've made it to the first location and it is off the freeway, overlooking a bunch of canola. There's a few trees in the landscape as well that creates nice composition, and as well we have a freeway as a foreground element, and just over the hills, if we go high enough, there is a weir. So the Hume Dam is just behind these paddocks of canola. So if we get high enough and create a nice smooth transition, that should be nice leading onto the weir. And we're going to 3 locations today, so you'll be able to get more or 3 tips out of this video. So let's fly the drone up straight away and start shooting. It is a bit windy as well, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem because the Mavic Mini has well the 40-kilometer wind battle, whatever you want to call it, so it should be pretty okay. The first quick tip that we can push together the sticks of the drone and then lift up, and we can just take off like that. So instead of pressing down the button, we can just click on push the sticks together. It will take the drone off the ground. Okay, I'm sorry about the angle. I'm sure you guys don't mind too much. It's just a bit easier shooting this way because I can see the screen better. Another tip for today is don't waste any shots. And what I'm meaning by this, so we start off in our position that we want to start the first shot, but we don't waste any shots going to that shot, if you know what I mean. Going to the location that you want to start shooting your first main shot, whilst you're going there you can start recording and go in a way that it looks like that you're not wasting any videos. So that was our first. Now there is a power line, so I'm gonna go pretty low. Under these 2 power lines. Under one, under another one, and now that I just finished the second one, I'm gonna slowly lift back up, full speed on the throttle, so we come to the weir. But as you can see, we're going over to this other field just because it's so much more yellow, and we're filming there, so we're not wasting any shots whilst we're going over there. So we're just taking a photo right now, and we're lining up all the composition correctly, making sure the tree is in the center of the screen, and we get how we like it. I'm just going to try this tree out as well, and we'll take this photo as well. So I'm just hearing some big trucks on the freeway, so we're coming down to here. It's pretty windy right now, so we're just being careful of what could happen. Okay, for the last final thing that I wanted to do is just get a photo with this tree. We'll go over to these trees over here. Okay, so coming in with another last tip is that I'm going to hit the return to home button, and I've set it at 25 meters just so it makes it easier. So we hold click back down and the drone will return by itself. And another kind of easy quick tip for you as well is that you can record while it is coming back to home. So as I remember, don't waste any shots if you can. And I just realized I've been shooting in 1080p this whole time. That's a bit unfortunate. Now we'll bring it down. That was pretty successful. I hope you enjoyed the tips. My drone just got swooped by a magpie, so that was not optimal. But yeah, on to the next location. Hello guys, so I am shooting into the sun. I have to look right into the sun, sadly, but you know, it looks better, so why not? But this section of the video is about settings. Let me start up my screen recording and we'll talk about settings real quick. So once you enter your DJI Fly app, these are just some things that I like to tick on just to be sure I'm flying safe and that I'm getting the best quality out of my drone possible. So as you can see, a max distance for this area is 110 meters, so I obviously have that on, and I just set my maximum distance to a lot because we were driving and I didn't want it to return to home, but I'm gonna put that down. And my return to home auto altitude was 25, and that's when you hit the home button, return to home button, and it comes back and you want to know how high it is. And onto controls. So for my controls, I obviously use meters because I'm in Australia. I have it on follow mode, allow upward rotation of gimbal. That just means it allows the gimbal to look up a bit, and then we can calibrate our gimbal if it's not working. That does happen to 10 a fair bit. And advanced gimbal settings. This is basically for what mode you're in, how smooth, how the speed, the pitch, everything for the gimbal. So in sport mode, as you can see here, I have my smoothness on 8, 7, 10, around that area, because when I'm flying I want it to look really fast, and sometimes if you don't want to crash and you want it to look a bit faster, you can just use normal mode and speed it up. But sometimes I like to use sport mode just because you feel a bit more powerful. So I put my pitch and speed on 30, smoothness on 8, yawn speed on 130, and yawn smoothness. And that's basically just how fast it can go up and down. And you can have options to recharge your phone. And stick modes is where, before, as I showed you to the way to start up the drone, there's the function button as well, the tap reset gimbal or double tap to toggle map, and RC calibration. That is just, yeah, I forgot what that was. And this is the best part we're waiting for, camera. So I obviously have histogram and overexposure warning. I obviously have it turned on so I can see when my image is overexposed or not, because sometimes the human eye is not as responsible or can see as well, especially in the bright sun. As well as my guidelines, I have the cross, the 3x3 grid, and the little dot in the middle, so that gives me a lot of help lining up all my shots. White balance is on auto because I'm just not bothered to change it. Auto sync photos, that means it syncs all the photos onto my phone. Yeah, that's it. You can change the amount of capacity you want. And the transmission is just how good reception you have between your drone, and the about page is just about your drone and everything. So that was a quick summary on the drone, but now we're gonna go to flying it in this new second location. So I'm just gonna shoot you right to B-roll because I've basically shown you all the things that I want to show you for now. So let's go. Another quick tip I should have told you about is the weather. I mean, I did wake up at 7 o'clock. Yeah, it wasn't that very successful getting out here. The first shoot was kind of intermediate, but now, as you can see, it's just really crappy weather. But this won't be too bad of a topic because we're shooting like a broad area and there's not going to be too many shadows. Your optimal time is to shoot early in the morning when the sun's rising or in the afternoon, and it's a bit easier if you're in the afternoon. So yeah, another tip. Hello guys, I'm back and we're on the third location here. The sun has come out and we've pretty much blown the video. This video has been a bit of a flop for an example of what to show you to be good at, but I'm sure the tips that I included may help you or may not through the video. A bunch more fields that we can film, so I'm planning just to do a nice slow rolling shot over the hill. And then as well, behind us we've got a nice crest, so we can go over that hill as well, and there's the big weir, and I'm planning on getting some things here as well, but it's a bit windy, but I'm sure we will cope. So yeah, this video has been not the most successful, but you know, they all can't be great. So I'm glad if you're still watching, but let's get into the shots and I will come back to you later for the outro. So let's go. Guys, I still have a tip for you. I nearly forgot, but my tip is something that you can practice, and it does take a while to critique, but it will improve your drone flying like a lot. And this tip is to hold the joysticks like this, because it may at first look a bit weird. You have a lot more control. I'm being swooped right now. You do have a lot more control of the shot, and you can realistically, like, you have just a lot more control of framing and basically all of that. Like, you can move it so more critically. It's so much easier to move around because you have 2 points of access to your throttle and your acceleration instead of just one. So you can do moves like that way easier because, yeah, you just have way more freedom when moving. But yeah, I'm sorry for a bit of a blank explanation there, but I'm gonna land the drone right now, and after that we will head home. To be honest, I think I'm just gonna put this in the part before, so if clips are just messed around at this point, just forgive me. Hello guys, and I unfortunately forgot to film an outro again, so here we are. But yeah, there was a pretty good video turning out that when I was filming it, I didn't think it was gonna turn out pretty well, but it did turn out pretty well, and I am more than happy enough that it did. But if you watch to the end, you're a real viewer, subscriber, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, just to let you know, I'm pumping out videos and I hope you're enjoying them. So yeah, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you would like to. I love you all. Peace. Keep 100. Stay safe. Bye. Love you all. By the way, the photos that I took will be displayed at the end of the video right now, and they'll be being posted on my Instagram. So that will be in the description if you'd like to check that out, where I post all of my content and photos. So yeah, enjoy your day.